There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the Name. Hey, yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino is the Name, and in this video, I want to talk to you guys about trucking. It's been a minute since we did a trucking video, and first off, before we even get into it, I wanted to show you guys that the paperback is actually out now. So this is a book that I released a while back, and you guys have supported it. A lot of you guys have supported it. It's a lot of good information in here. It's called Big Shot, Hot Shot, Volume 1, Own Your Trucking Authority. It is about how I started my trucking business. And in case you don't know, I had a hot shot trucking company, and so now I mainly do consulting. And so in this book, it's a lot of information talking about IFTA and just getting started and all of that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of good information in here. It's a great read. But now there is actually a paperback because that was just an ebook. So now we have the paperback. But I just wanted to show you guys this. Let me see if I can even put this over here. I don't know. Might fall. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, you see it. But finally got it. It's a great feeling to actually have the book in hand just for me. Put some work in trying to get this together. And a lot of people have been requesting mentorship, a class, like a course. I haven't built a course. I was just giving the information away for free. But because I'm giving information away for free, it's not as detailed or as broken down as I guess it could be. So I'll take the time and try to put that in some kind of course format for you guys. But as far as the mentorship program goes, man, I have so many moving parts of my life. I would have to figure out a way to do that makes sense for me and for those looking to be mentored, I guess. But all right, so enough of the book. All right, so let's talk about trucking. So one of the easiest ways to get into trucking is through the hot shot format. That is by getting a dually truck or some truck and a regular pickup truck, whatever you can get. But most people use a dually truck and a flatbed or a car ramp or something like that. And you can actually pick up loads. Of course, you can't support as much weight as, say, a semi-truck, but you can pick up loads like a semi-truck. It would be considered a less than a truckload LTL. But what I wanted to do was, first I want to just talk about that because a lot of people hit me up and ask me like, hey, can I mentor them about trucking? And well, one of the questions that I always have is, well, what kind of company is it? What kind of trucking company is it? Is it a dump truck business? Is it a hot shot business? Is it a semi truck business? What kind of trucking are you doing? Are you doing car hauling? Like what exactly are you trying to do? What kind of machine are you running? Like what kind of equipment are you using? Are you using a dry van? Are you using a flatbed, step deck? Like what exactly is it? What is your setup, and what kind of questions would you even have? Is it just information about the FMCSA? Is it about an MC number? Is it about a DOT number? Because what you'll find is most people who actually have had their own authority, they probably have done or seen so much that they don't even realize where you are, which is one of the good reasons why at least for me, or at least for the people who have told me that they got a lot of value out of my videos, is because I understand, for the most part, that there's a huge gap between even somebody who has owned their authority for a week and somebody who has never owned their trucking authority at all. And there's a huge gap even from, say, being a driver who's never owned your trucking authority and somebody who had the trucking authority for a week. Like you could have drove for 20 years, but if you've never had your trucking authority, you probably have no idea what that's like. And so it's a lot of it's a lot of, I guess, information that's missed and that can be missed when trying to just tell someone. Because in short form, I can say, if you want to start a trucking company, fill out the application on FMCSA and get whatever truck you're going to use, get your trailer, or go power only. It's up to you, and how you're going to run it. Get on a load board, get your insurance, get on FMCSA, get your vehicle, get on a load board, and get, of course, hopefully you got a driver, or unless you're driving, driver, truck, trailer, or without trailer, load board, insurance, and DOT if you're gonna drive with at all. But if you're gonna stay in the state, you don't need an MC number. If you're gonna cross state lines, get your MC number, and get on a load board. Find a load that you can carry based off of the weight and the equipment that you have, and go pick that load up and drop it off and get paid. That is about how simple it sounds, or that I could say it's that simple. Like I could say, hey, this is what you do. Just get your stuff, get it all together, go get go pick your load up and go drop it off. But there is so much information that is missing inside of that. There's tons of information about drug consortiums, and it's so IRP tags and IFTA stickers, and it's a lot of information that's just not in that just quick description of this is how to get started with a trucking company. And most people who have the authority, they don't even think about the level that someone is when they're just trying to come into the business, or even if they're driving but they've never owned a trucking company, right? ELDs, and how to pay if the tax, it's like to whatever state, it's a lot, okay? So, that's why I probably will go ahead and do a course to like break it down, and then kind of explain it all. But I just wanted to come on here real quick and just kind of like look at loads, right? I haven't actually seen what the loads are currently looking like. And so right now, let me see. I don't know what equipment is set up on this. So if you got a semi truck, okay, all right. So I'm gonna look at semi trucks. Let's search. All right. So I'm going to say, how do you change? I'm trying to see how to change, because this is a load board. This is actually 1, 2, 3 load board. I did use them in the past. All right. So let's see. Okay. That's where it was. So let me go to search, and then trailer type. I'm saying a van, a dry van. We're talking semi trucks. Most semi trucks, dry van. So let's say semi truck. All right, with a dry van. Okay. Let's see. Types. What does that mean? Any? Okay. Just say any. All right. So I'm gonna use van. Not going to use any of those things. I don't know. It's asking about tankers and all that. So none of that. All right. So near Atlanta, and let's say this is the beauty part of owning your own authority, right? You can say, like my driver can say, yo, I want to go to Miami for the week, this week. Because I got family down there who can pick me up. I can kick it with them. We can get some food, whatever, whenever I get down that way. So I can find a load. I live here in Atlanta, so I can say, okay, Atlanta to Miami. All right. So, and I'm just looking because I may not find anything, but let's just see. All right. So, load size any, because I could pick up a full truckload. So I'm gonna say truckload. I'm gonna say any. Truckload I think is usually about 43,000 pounds, and here we go. Now, if you're running a hot shot, you want to probably stay around use the LTL for less than a truckload. That way, you don't even get these full-on, loads or whatever. So you can pick up an 8 and 10 and 11,000 pounds and stuff like that. So, all right. So we're gonna say we have a 53 foot. well, we're just gonna say any on there because so we're gonna imagine that we got a semi truck with a 53-foot trailer on the back. So here we go. Okay, here we go. All right, so there is a load from East Point, Georgia to Miami, Florida for 43,000 pounds. So, and it is paying 2022. So maybe the weight is maybe 46,000 pounds. I'm not really sure. I have to check on that. But there's a load from East Point, Georgia, going to, yeah, I guess it is over 43,000 pounds. So maybe it is 46, 47, I don't know, 1,000 pounds. I don't know how many thousands of pounds. I have to look at that. But the load from East Point, Georgia, going to Miami, Florida. East Point, Georgia is 7 miles from Atlanta. So I put a 10-mile radius of Atlanta because East Point is considered one of the suburbs of Atlanta. All right. You know, Omeretta says it ain't Atlanta. All right. But all right, so East Point, Georgia, 7 miles outside in the radius of Atlanta. So you'll pick that up in East Point, Georgia. But first, I'm going to explain what happens. All right, so, and that can go to Miami, Florida. All right, and it's actually, I guess, outskirts of Miami, 3 miles on the outskirts of Miami, but it says Miami, Florida. It says the trip is 659 miles, paying $3.07 per mile, and it pays a total of $2,000. Okay? And now, based on how fast your driver can drive and things like that, I'd say it'll take them about a day to get down there. They'll probably deliver in the morning. Like if they leave early in the morning here, they'll probably get down there and be able to drop it off by early in the morning or by noon, right? All right, so let me just look at that. I'm clicking on it. And when you click on it, it says that the posted rate is $3.07 a mile. It says the average rate is actually $2.92 per mile. The distance is 659 miles, and they want a trailer. It is a truckload, full size. It's 53 feet. It's 45,180 pounds. And what you'll do, it says the item is household products. And so, how do you contact them? Okay, so where's the? Oh, okay. They want you to bid, I think. So they want you to bid. Okay, contact this bit. This more details. Let's see. Okay, so they want you to bid on it, right? And profit. They have a profit calculator on here and stuff like that. So they want you to bid on it. That's interesting. All right. So this one they want you to bid on it, and it's by USA Truck Incorporated. All right. Let me back up. I actually don't like that. I'm gonna tell you why. I don't like it because I want to be able to call the company myself, and that's a whole nother thing, right? So, all right, so here's another one. This one is paying $3.22 a mile. Matter of fact, let me see if I can filter this by. Oh shoot, dang it! I didn't mean to click on that. I may not be able to open another one. This because I'm not paying for 123 truck load board anymore. They let you do like 2 or 3 free ones, but after that, you can't use it. So, well, you can't click on it to look at it. And the reason why I wanted to click on it to look at it was because I actually would want to call. I want to be able to see the details, and then I was going to show you guys. I was kind of gonna explain something to you. Okay, so rate per mile. Okay, so I'm sorting this by rate per mile. The highest rate per mile is from Atlanta to West Palm Beach. That's headed that direction, of course, and it's $2,004 for this load for $3.32 a mile. Okay, so I'll click that one. This one also says bid. Now I don't know if maybe it's this company that wants you to bid or if they're all like this now, but I don't have my my DOT number inside the app right now. So I don't know. Maybe they're all like this now. I've been away from this load board for a while. Um, let's look at this other one. Wow, this one is $4 a mile. Why is it not? It didn't sort them the way I thought it was gonna sort them. This one is $4 a mile from College Park to I can't even Oco, Florida, Ocoee, Florida. All right, so it says bid as well. So they want you to put your DOT number in. I mean, okay, I put my DOT number in. Okay, so I guess I could submit my bid and say, hey, this is how much I want for it or whatever. And okay, submit a bid to reveal company's phone number. Okay, so I have to submit a bid in order to reveal the phone number. But that's the other part. So once I see the phone number, that's what I was going to show you guys. Once you see the phone number, you can just go ahead, call them up. Because before, I would just see a load, click on it, I see the company information as far as the dispatch or the broker or whoever it was. I call them and say, hey, is this load still available? 99% of the time, 95% of the time, they said the load was still available. Maybe once have I ever called and they said, oh man, the load just went. Like we literally, somebody just called right before you. And so that's like only one time. Usually, if you see a load available, it's still available. So you call, say, hey, I'm trying to find out if this load is still available, and you'll tell them what load you're talking about. They'll tell you whether or not the load is available, and you'll say, well, I want to get it, right? And so they say, okay, well, what's your DOT number or whatever, or either MC number or a DOT number. Usually they want your DOT number, but tell them your DOT number, and they'll look you up in the system to see that you got insurance and that you're good to go with FMCSA, like you in good standing, right? But if you're not already set up as a carrier, like let's say it's DSV, I think that's the name. Let's say it's DSV, or it's like some other kind of trucking company, like USA Truck Dispatch of America, whoever it is, right? Let's say it's another trucking company or whatever. I mean, another dispatch company that you're not a broker or whatever that you're not set up with. So what they'll do then, they'll say, hey, you got to fill out this carrier packet, but we're gonna assign it to you. So we're gonna go ahead and assign it to you. So it's yours, but you got to fill out this carrier packet and then send it back in. Now, there may be hundreds, maybe thousands of these different dispatch companies or trucking like brokers or whatever. And so if you're usually, there's like the bigs, right? Like the DSVs or whoever else. And so you get set up with them, you good. So long as you're delivering loads mainly for them. But every broker, you're going to need to fill out this packet. Now, the packet is not a difficult thing to do. It's more administrative work. But if you're the trucking person, then sorry, hold on a second. Then it might be a little different because you're trying to, I guess, keep up with all of that. But if you're on like more on the back office, like you're just the owner of the company, you fill out the paperwork and you send all of these packets in. I filled out so many different packets or whatever, and you got the W-9 for you as a independent contractor and all that kind of stuff, and so it's just stuff you got to fill out, stuff you got to do, but that's part of the business, right? But I just wanted to show you kind of like how you take your own destiny in your hands when you have your trucking company, and you make that call. You say, hey, I want that load. They send it to you. They send it to your DOT number where they remove it off the load board. It's now yours. You send the carrier packet. They'll send you over the information to go pick up the load, the paperwork that you'll need, and stuff like that. But that's about I mean, once you already got everything else going, that's basically how you can find loads, and there are hundreds of load boards. This is just one example of a load board. You can use plenty of other load boards, all right? So anyway, right now you're watching Casino Is the Name. If you find any value in this video, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And also get in the comment section and let me know if you think it's a good idea for me to create a course where I break down and I, kind of walk piece by piece through how to start a trucking company, how to find loads, how to, maintain your vehicles and all that kind of stuff. Well, maybe I don't need to put that in this course. Just how to start your business, how to find loads, how to get money, set up your bank accounts, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, right now you're watching Casino Is the Name, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we are out. Hey, yo, what's going on? Right now you're watching Casino Is the Name, and if you wanted to know how I started my trucking business, I have an ebook called Big Shot, Hot Shot Volume 1, Own Your Trucking Authority. It's a great book, 5-star reviews. The link will be in the description below. Go get that. Yeah.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Me and her together, we just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street. When she first saw me, she said, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really live with a rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really trap.
You say you want to be successful. Well, what's stopping you? Can't nothing stop you from being successful except for you. You standing in your own way. I came from the bottom. I ain't know nothing but the grind. You can't tell me nothing about that. I caught the bus at Basin Street Projects in Tallahassee, Florida. You hear me? I used to think $1 million would last me my whole life. I'd have made that and spent that. $1 million ain't enough. There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? There's money everywhere. There's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name.